guys, it's Trixie here and
Katie
and Ethan. And today we were going to do a cake video for you today, but we're not going to do that anymore. Instead, we're going to do the accent challenge.
Woo!
Katie and Ethan are going to show me some papers with accents written on, and I'm going to do my best to butcher the accent. So please, if I'm doing your accent, please try your best not to be offended. I never said I was good at this. I'm just going to try. So Katie, do the first one.
This one is this one.
Which is
Japanese.
Japanese. Okay. Now the only experience I've had with Japanese accents has been Silent Siren, which is one of my favourite Japanese bands. So I am from Japan. I am from Japan. I am a Japanese. I have no idea.
Okay, you get a point.
No.
Okay, even now we are gonna do
Ready? Next one.
this one.
Australian. Yeah, I'm pretty good at Australian accent actually, because I've been listening to lots of Sam and Mickey videos, and also I used to watch Neighbours when I was a kid. So actually, my Australian accent is not that bad. Switch it over. Next one, please.
So you get a point.
I get a point. I do. Yeah. So what's the next one?
Irish.
Irish. I think we're talking. Wait, no, that's not. Yeah, that's right. I'm from Ireland. I don't know how to do it. No.
But I.
Top of the morning to you. I'm sure the Irish people must hate me. I cannot do an Irish accent, so I don't get a point for that.
You got 1 point.
I got 1 point, and that's for Australian, mate.
Oh, it's so sexy. This one.
You have to, yeah. RP. RP is easier. RP, for you guys who don't know, is the standard BBC accent. It's the accent that the royals use, and it's very, very posh like this. And the way I know how to do this is because when I was a kid, when I was very small, I was taught how to speak properly, and we would have to say this phrase, which if you want to speak RP, you can learn to say too, which is Father's car is a Jaguar, and Pa drives rather fast. Castles, farms, and drafty barns we go driving past. And if you can say that, you can speak RP, and that is what the royal family speak. Next one, please. You're gonna have to show me because I cannot see it.
Swedish.
Yeah, I'm from Sweden. I like IKEA. That's the only thing I can say. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry if you're Swedish. Please don't write in the comments that you hate me. I'm sorry. That's the only thing I can say. Yeah, I'm from Sweden. I like IKEA, and I like what else do Swedish people like?
I don't know.
Swedish people. I don't know. Right. Next one.
Got 1 point.
Italian. You like a pepperoni on your pizza? I'm gonna give you the meatballs and the spaghetti.
Thanks.
That is.
Oh, thank you.
I like the meatballs and the spaghetti and the formaggio. It's formaggio. Yeah, I like it. Next one. French. Now, see, I can speak the French because when I was small, that was actually a bit Swedish actually. When I was small, I would speak French to my grandparents and to my father and to my mother, and also I did AS level in French as well, and we often would speak in French accent, and I don't know if I'm very good at it, but I know it's a certain amount. Anyway, moving on, please.
South Africa.
South Africa, is it?
No, South.
Let's have a look.
South Africa. South Africa.
Yeah. Now, my Aunt Teresa lives in South Africa. I pray to God that she doesn't see this. Think how to do that. I think South African is a bit like that, and it has. It's a bit like Australian, but it's not entirely like Australian. That might be New Zealand. I think New Zealand and Australia and South African sound very much like each other. Anyway, I don't know how to do that one.
So do you get a point?
No, I don't. So have I got got so far? Like
One. You have
three.
got.
Three. One for Australian, one for French, and one for RP.
We've got 5 points already.
It's 5.
Yeah. French, Italian, Swedish, RP, and Australian.
I'm not sure. No, you can't count Italian on that one because
Okay.
let's be honest, it was not good.
4
But
points.
okay, 4 points. I will live with that. What's the next one?
Georgie Wayne.
Geordie.
Johnny!
I don't think I can say Geordie is YI, mate. That's not even good. I know they say YI a lot. I'm Geordie. I'm from Newcastle. Oh, I did that. That was good. I get a point. Hey! I'm from Newcastle. I'm from Geordie. I'm a Geordie, mate. Why I am a Geordie? I come from Newcastle.
Chicken nugget.
Chicken nugget. You said chicken nugget?
Yeah.
You weirdo. Right, next one. Which is what? Oh, Southern USA. Oh, now the only thing I can say in Southern USA is, well, I declare, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sure that many people, many Southern Americans are going to hate me forever. But yeah, that's the only thing I
You get a point?
Well, I declare, Katie, of course I get a point. Oh God, I can see it already. Welsh.
Welsh.
Now I'm not sure. See, I thought I was quite confident in all of these when we were. Poor baby. You ruined it all. Welsh, they tend to, no. See, I used to live in Hereford, which is quite close to Wales, but I don't think I can. I'm from Wales. I do not get a point for that.
I'm from Wales.
I'm from Wales. I like to eat spinach. I don't know.
I'm from Ryder.
From Wales. Brian. Oh my God. I don't know how to switch to Brummie now. A Brummie speaks a bit like that, doesn't it? No, that's not even right. A Brummie is I'm from Birmingham. I'm a Brummie. I am. No, that's not. I don't get a point for that. That was awful. It was truly awful. It was bad. It was awful.
Now what you are going to do? Scottish.
Scottish. I'm actually quite good at Scottish actually, because it's one of my favourite accents to do. So I'm gonna say I got a point for that one.
Okay. American.
American is also one that I'm quite good at. I have been told that my accent comes from New England, and I like New England. I've never been there. The only place I've actually been in America is Florida. I went to Disney World when I was like 11. So, but apparently my accent comes from New England. I don't know if there's any Americans watching. If you think this is bad, I'm sorry for butchering your accent. And B, tell me where you think my accent comes from, because I'd like to know if it's at all good. So, but of course you've heard my American accent before because of my Inside Out related things. So, yeah, I get a point for that. I'm most sincerely a point. Thank you.
New York.
Now, New York accent. Now, one of my favourite New Yorkers is Gary Marshall, who is now unfortunately deceased. So I'm going to try and use him as inspiration. Hey, get out of the way! I'm walking here. That was even exact, I know. I'm walking here. I'm going to 54th Street.
Do you get a point?
No. You want a pepperoni on your pizza, man? No, that's bad. No, awful. Cookie. What's that?
No, pick it up.
What is that? What is that? Cockney. Actually, no. Right, hang on. Let me switch because it takes me a second for my tongue to switch to. All right. I'm from London, mate. I like black cabs and I also like jellied eels with gravy. No, that was more straight. Wait. Yeah. I'm from London, mate. Do you know where London is? Yeah. in the south of England. I like EastEnders. And I think I quite fancy Pat Butcher.
Do you get a point?
Yeah. Yes, I get a point.
Well done.
Oh, thank you. 2 left?
Yeah.
Scouse, oh my god. Scouse. The only thing I can ever say, and I learned how to say this on the Chris Evans show, TFI Fridays, when I was very young, which is, Mrs. Albacross had an heart attack down the Aussie. And that's the only thing I can say in Scouse. Don't ask me to say any more, so
Do you get a point?
I get a point for that one, yeah.
Proper
Proper mank. That's the last one. See, guys, I come from Manchester, so we're going to finish with, I don't really have a very strong Manchester accent, because I kind of lived everywhere, so I'm going to try and do proper mank now, which is possibly, no, not the easiest, but anyway, so I come from Manchester, and I like to hang out around the pub, and I don't have no idea how. I like to go up Ramsbottom Way, Rammy Way. I like to go to the park. I like to go to Chippy of a Sunday afternoon. I go to Chippy with the kids.
You get a point?
Did I get a point for that? What do you think? No! I gave you one.
Do you get a point?
I think I get a point because I think that was pretty good. No, yeah, you was emphatically shaking her head. I like to go to the pub with the kids. I like to have some beer and a sausage roll.
What about the kids?
What about
I get that.
No! I do not get a point for that. Let's count. No, so
Without points, you've got
without points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get 8. 9 points.
And then points.
And points.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9, 10!
Woo! And so yeah.
18 pieces of paper, and she got 10 right and 8 wrong.
Which means I think I get a piece of that gorgeous cake that's cooking in the oven.
I think I get one.
I think you should. Are we going to eat it now, or do you want to take it home?
Eat it now.
Hey, good. I'm glad you said that. You and my fella. I like you for saying that because I was loving that cake. It smells so good. We've made chocolate orange cake, guys. So we're going to finish now, and we're going to go and eat that. So thank you guys for my butchering of many accents. That was the accent challenge. Maybe another time we'll see how many cake you can do.
Okay.
What accent was that?
Okay.
I'm American.
French.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. I'm from French.
You sound like you've got cookies in your mouth.
Bonjour.
Right, guys. So we're going to pace. Pace.
No, it's not pace.
Yeah, because it's not a very video.
Oh, yeah.
Right, guys. After 3, pace. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Pace.